All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties there, guys. Not really sure what happened there. My computer just decided to stream us over on its own. Anyways, why don't we restart in case anybody may have missed that? So we're going through and recruiting right now and trying to get some of these points back because we don't have a lot left. So we can't do a whole lot recruiting wise until we get some commitments. So, we've got some on these one-star quarterback and running back. We're looking really good in these two recruitments right here, these two receivers, Shepley and Andrews, and we've invested a lot of resources in those guys. Same with Minor here. We need more movement, though. Like, those guys haven't even come out with their top 8 yet. We need those top 8s to come out and then some. Valdez, we got it into the top 5, 4. Same thing for Anthrop here, this offensive lineman, 2 offensive linemen. D-tackle, Landon Conrad's our guy for now. Gem prospect there at defensive tackle, so we got to continue to move up the ranks there, get closer to a commitment, hopefully. Mike Suttle, this is where we left off before the stream decided to bug out. We're in the top 5. JUCO sophomore Mike linebacker, so hopefully we can get his commitment pretty soon. Not doing anything at corner until we get some points back, and this is a guy that will give us some of those points back. Jalen Wilkins, 5'10", 207, free safety from Texas. We're in the top, not quite in the top 3, it looks like, but he should be committing to our school soon. That's kind of what we're banking on. James Castro, we're in the top 5 for as well. Shepley is listed in the receiver. So we have 20 hours left. Where can we use these most efficiently? I think what we need to do is continue to egg these guys, or however you want to say it, push them closer to a commitment. So why don't we see how we can do that with some of these guys? All right, can't do that. I was told not to soft sell, so why don't we see if we can do anything with Castro? I don't think we can. I kind of messed this up by not just going with the full 50 points, like sending the house on them from the jump, but lesson learned. I will do that next time. Can't do anything here, I don't think. How about with Conrad? We can do a social media search. So now we're up to 40 hours on Conrad. Nothing there on Anthrop. Can't do anything there with Minor. We can DM Shepley here. All right, so 10 points on Shepley. We got 5 left. Not a whole lot we can do with that. So maybe we'll try to make some headway on a guy that we're going to recruit in a little bit that we just haven't had a chance to quite yet. Oops. How's this guy looking? We might be able to maybe give him a scholarship if he's looking pretty decent. 6'2", 185. I think Jeff McPherson's going to end up being a good player. So why don't we use the last 5 points on a scholarship for him? I think he's going to end up being a good player, just kind of based on some of his attributes. It looks like he's going to have really decent excel, really good speed, good agility. I think he could be a gem by the time we fully scout him next week. So that's all of our points. We'll see what kind of movement we get, and we do have the bye week here to do a little bit more recruiting and try to see what we can get done from that standpoint. So with that, let's go ahead and advance the week. All right, here are the updates. Let me minimize myself so you guys can see. Care more about the recruiting updates here. So, Wilkins has made his top 3. We're in first by a long shot. He's going to be committing, hopefully, by the time we advance the week next week. Made the top 5 for this one-star running back, Crumpler. Minor reached his top 8. We're in there. And same thing for Ruben, this strong safety that we're really liking there. So, everything else, don't really care that much about. Starting to get the hang of this recruiting thing as we go by the weeks, so that's nice. And my brother Colin has been a big help in that, so shout out Colin. W. Colin in the chat. All right, so let's see how we're looking now. We got only 5 hours left to spare this week. We really kind of messed this up, but lesson learned. It looks like New Mexico State's kind of taking the lead on Parizo. Don't care too much. Not really recruiting him at all right now. Quarterback's one we'll have to come back to. Crumpler, he was pretty decent. I think he's like 85 something speed. Yeah. It says 0% scouted, but we 100% scouted him, so I don't really know what's up with that. But yeah, he's a pretty solid player. Not a bad guy to start with in that running back room. Top fives should be coming soon for both of these receivers, and we're still well ahead in first for both of them. We put a lot of resources in them, so that's awesome. Minor, we're in the top 8 there. Valdez, okay, making ground. I mean, I want commitments though. We can't really do much more in recruiting until we get commitments, and it looks like we're a couple weeks away still. So we really kind of screwed this up. But if we get this commitment right here, going into next week, we're going to be in a much better spot where we can get all those kind of hours back. It's not a lot of hours, but some of those hours back and push the process along elsewhere, hopefully, and that kind of thing. So, all right. So we're in the top 3 there, and it seems like it's us, SMU, or Texas A&M. So hopefully we can lock that up next week. Hopefully we can get Castro soon as well. So, again, only 5 points to spend. Maybe we'll just put him on our guy Crumpler here. We don't even have 5 to give him, actually, so never mind on that one. I don't know where we're going to put these. I guess we'll have to go and find a guy on our board already that we kind of like. But we haven't, like, scouted or offered yet, I suppose. Although I just don't really think there is, you know, anybody of that caliber. Yeah, right here, McPherson. Okay, so the guy we just talked about here, the guy I think that's going to be a gem prospect. Let's give him a social media search, and then that'll take care of that for this week. So I'm not adding any new players. I'm not going and looking at any new players and adding them onto the board until we get some points back, and it's actually worth going and looking at them. So I really hope this doesn't screw us up. We're going into week 6 or 7, week 7, with no commitments. I'm hoping we can get our first one, like, right now, though. So let's advance the week and see. I'm looking. I don't see it, though. All right, let's go. We got a coach upgrade up to level 3, so we can take care of that before this next game. That's money. All right, Parizo, top 3. Shepley, top 5. Andries, top 5. Where's the free safety, though? He didn't commit? Man, what are you waiting for? Oh, jeez. Oh, all right, well, that's frustrating. Let's go take a look at it. He must be, like, literally right on the edge of committing. He's got to be. And then we'll get into the Air Force game here. What the heck? Come on, man. Bro, he's literally right there. He's literally, look how close he is to a commitment. He couldn't have pulled the trigger this week. Looks like SMU's coming on strong late. They got a visit for week 12. We cannot let him take that visit. There's no shot he's lasting until that visit. We got to lock him up before that. Probably shouldn't have brought him in on a visit this past week or 2 weeks ago because we got stomped. But we got to lock him up before week 12. Hopefully next week is the week. I really wish we'd done it this week, though, because, look, we have 0 recruiting hours right now. So I'm not going to look at anything else because I'm going to save that for the episode after this one for recruiting. But that's a real bummer. We really need those freaking points back, man. Because I'm just an idiot and didn't understand how to recruit. But let's get this coaching upgrade here real quick, and then we'll get into the game. Do a little more on recruiting, I think. Continue with the lines, I think. Offensive line. Boom. And defensive line. That's where it starts for me, in my opinion. You know, you think about the Michigan Wolverines this past year, who won the national championship in real life. What did they have? An elite defensive line and a very potent offensive line. They've always had a potent offensive line. They didn't have a really good defensive line until this season. So that's where I think a rebuild will start, is you got to be able to compete in the line of scrimmage. Plus, we're a run-dominant team. So we'll get to the other positions as we go, but definitely got to start there. By the way, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome. This is our 6th game with New Mexico, trying to rebuild them from a 1-star program to a national champion. Not off to a great start, but we had to start somewhere, and that's what we did. So here we go. Next game against Air Force, the final of a 4-game home stretch where we didn't win a single game. We might have one more home game after this, actually. But right now it's not going too hot. So hoping that we can get this win. I assume they're running the triple option, so that'll be interesting. All right, I'm going to hop in here and pick my own uniform combo. How about the all cherries? Color rush kind of deal. Let's go with that. All right, we're off and running.
Welcome everyone to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Great song. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. It's annoying. Hey, we get to kick off. Let's go. This is the first time this season that we've had the chance to play defense first. Maybe that'll help. You know, we don't have to come out and go 3 and out or throw a pick 6 and just kind of get on our heels before the game even starts. John Busha.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy
Got to play assignment sound today with this offense. There you go. That's a good start.
Patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the option.
Okay. Chance for a 3 and out to open the game. Couldn't ask for a much better situation than that. Let's do it.
Here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Here comes the option.
Yes. I don't really know what that play was. I think he handed it off. I was kind of locking in on my guy. But, hey, shout out to the front 7 for shutting that down, baby. That's awesome. Great way to start the game. All right, great starting field position. We got to capitalize on that now. This is as well as a game has started for us to this point. Getting a stop on defense. Every game we've had the ball first, and it hasn't really gone too well. So that's great. We got to start with our money play. Halfback slam, dog. We had an 80-yard touchdown last game with this play. Oh! It's not 80 yards, but we'll take 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back.
Spin out.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your
Let's go, big fellas.
situations down the road. On 3rd and short, trying to
Oh!
impose their will and move the chain.
Good run, Henry. Hold on to that football, baby. Good start.
But not before getting the 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll ride the hot hand.
Get outside.
Shoots his way for more.
Should have just taken the 10 yards and ran with it, but that's all right.
Space
Looking good right now. Looking real good.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second.
Gonna go play action at some point, but we're running it well, so we're gonna stick with that.
Running back searching for a hole.
Oh, that was so stupid. I was anticipating the D tackle trying to make a tackle, and if we just kept running, we probably would have scored there.
Right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him.
This play is money. It's absolutely money. How about that? We just scored a touchdown first. 7-zip, baby.
Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and you can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Hey, feeling good right now, not gonna lie. It's been a rough start to the season, but feeling pretty darn good. Let's make this PAT, though. Still some work to be done on those kickoffs. Colin, it's still early. Pump the brakes, buddy. All right? It's early, but I think this is the first time we've ever had the lead in a game. So that's a dub. Really good drive there. Didn't pass it at all. Didn't need to, you know? Sometimes I feel like you guys want me to pass it a little bit because it gets boring when I kind of run the same plays, but if it's working, I'm going to stick with it, you know? So the whole passing thing hasn't worked out too well for us to this point. Get there. It's all right, I got you.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on second and short. The running back has it.
Nice tackle. Man, the front is playing really well right now. Not missing any tackles. Stacking up the lanes. Looking real good here.
He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Right there for that. Oh, you got to make that tackle. You're good, though. Got backups. 2 stops for the defense. It's definitely just because it's the triple option. Conventional offenses, we can't stop, but that's who we're playing today. Ah, man. Could have dusted him. All right, big drive here. We milk a little bit more clock. We're in a good spot.
Offense is dialed up this time. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies.
Another great run. I'm not sure where Henry's at. He must be injured or something, our typical starter, but Jacobs here is running it really well. So those are our best 2 players in the team, by the way. Henry and Jacobs, 83, 82 overall.
Second and short.
Or actually, Sanders and Henry. Yeah.
The give to the back.
Get out of the way. He's not even in the play. He fell down. Why is he blocking me like that?
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Another good run. If we're getting 7, 8 yards, I'm just going to keep going to it, really. There's no reason not to.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and
Let's just
short.
get the 2 and keep it moving here.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
See ya. Oh, juke him. I did the juke. Why didn't it juke? Ah, if we get that off, we score. Damn, we were running the ball well today. That's a hell. That was our best quarter of ball yet. Let's go. I know we're playing a terrible team, but we're also a terrible team. So we're just the less terrible of the terrible teams. And we've been blown out every game, so I'm going to enjoy every second of this. For real. I feel like the computer is controlling this dude right now. He's not doing anything that I'm asking him to do. I go to juke, he doesn't juke. I go to move, he doesn't move. I don't really know. What does this fire emoji mean again, Colin? Can you let me know? Oh, Henry's back in the game. Okay. All right, looks like we probably have to pass it now, unfortunately.
They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try.
Catch it and go.
Got some room into the goal line. And he'll take it.
We did pass it. Woo! 14 zip.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. And you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you've got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Now we're having some fun. If you saw my face the last 2 nights, you'd think that I was ready to give this game away to a friend or something. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then
bringing it up.
special happen? This time of
Sit down, boy. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to get this first W, and we're not losing again. So you're going to want to be here for it.
any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself.
Get him.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I wish we could play against the triple option every game.
First down now, second down. On the option.
Nice.
Nice stop
D
there.
tackles are eating.
Your leader.
All right, 3rd and 5. Gotta think they're going to try to pass here, so we'll go man-to-man.
Third down after the run.
Yeah.
Looking to throw, it's Busha. Fires
Ah, it's us. Why are we so slow right now? Damn, dude, you got dusted.
Catch up to him, but not before a
Shoot.
big chunk of yardage is picked up. Not
I gotta play that inside out.
so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. On the option. And a
All right.
good solid pickup there before
They were gonna get something, going eventually.
Fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
motion by the back forces the defense
Oh.
to adjust.
Got him. Get that ball. Yes! Go! Go! Santorin. I have no idea how to say this guy's name, but you better not get caught.
And a great
Oh my gosh. Brother, you gotta score that touchdown. You gotta score that touchdown. How do you run it all the way back to the 1-inch line? I was hitting stiff arm. You gotta. Great play, but you gotta score that. Oh, man. How about that user forced fumble, though? All right, let's get in the goal line. Oh, here's where our quarterback runs and all that kind of stuff are. All right, let's punch this in. We've had a real problem scoring inside the 5, but we have been playing against some great teams, too. There we go. Dampier, touchdown, 21-0, baby.
Take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season concentration laps here
Man, this feels good. This feels real good. All it's been to this point is like, bruh. All it's been to this point is 40-7-esque losses. So this is great. I don't know why we can't make a PAT, but so Colin, are you not supposed to go full power on PATs and field goals? Is that kind of what the deal is? If so, that's pretty stupid. Like, why would it not be full power? Why would you not want to get full power on a, field goal?
They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Great job. Man, we are feasting right now.
And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing.
Nice. I love how we're rallying to the football. Like, every time 5 and 6 guys are there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the option.
Gotta have that. We sent the blitz up the middle to stop that. All right, I got you, Colin. That's so dumb, though, in my opinion. Like, why would you not want to? It's almost harder to not hit it full power. You know what I'm saying? Again, just making it unnecessarily difficult, you know? Bro, this D tackle, I think that's Lopez. Yeah, he's going off today. You need to see that more often.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The option look.
On that.
And he runs through.
Push him backwards. All right, let's go, boys. Off the field here. Is that 2-minute warning? All right.
And guys, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the plus.
Surprised they passed it there. That was a little weird.
It's so hard to defend.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes
Nice. Nice 4-yard loss on a passing play. Why are you passing the ball?
there and just avoided the contact. Now facing some adversity.
I mean, I guess they're not running it well, so. But still.
14. To the air, it's Busha. Fires to the big fella.
What was that?
In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was.
All right, let's go.
Great job.
Dime blitzes usually get home, so hopefully we get that here.
A huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can.
Oh, jeez. Right up the gut.
It's Harris.
Should have seen that coming.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires into
Pick
the
it.
end zone.
Yes, sir!
In the air, intercepted.
Get out of there. Get out of there. He gone.
Inside the 40. Past the 30.
Do not get caught.
The 10. And he's going to run it all.
How about that? How about that? I don't even know what to say right now. I'm in utter shock.
Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen from your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bro, this is nuts. This is what teams have been doing to us the entire season. This is litty.
Extra point, they pushed the lead out a little.
I'm not going for 2 now. I'm not killing the mojo right here. We got something good going. Y'all see it, man. We are 0-5. We've gotten trounced. It's all on tape. We've had a bad season. So, you know, this has kind of come out of nowhere. I kind of hopped down here expecting another barn burner and probably a loss, but whew, I've been pleasantly surprised.
Really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to
Man, they're just going right at me.
build on to the second half.
Coach said, oh,
He smashes his way through it.
Bruh, we got to make the tackle.
Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found some daylight, it was time.
All right, we had to come back down to earth at some point,
Man, nice job.
but we got to make that tackle. There's no reason why you should be breaking 4 tackles and running free like
I
that.
know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he made
We got to do better with pressing at the line. That's probably what'll help us there. But all right, no need to do anything stupid here. Just
his half.
take the clock down, all that.
Coming out with it, it's Pope. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
They're probably going to try to use their timeouts.
Offense has in store. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create. Sometimes
They didn't spend one there, did they?
You
Doesn't
have
look like it.
So Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions.
I probably should have put on conservative clock, but we're going to go to halftime here.
Lead into halftime.
No need to do anything else. All right, 27-7. We're looking good. Looking real good. Just got to hold it down in the second half. I'm not going to start celebrating because I've been in situations where we've given up leads like this, and we haven't even really had a lead like this. We haven't, blatantly. So let's just do our thing in the second half and finish this up. This has been awesome, though. I'm loving it.
In our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even
YouTube's already hit me with the copyright.
a combination of lethal efficiency, and that
Maybe that's why they shut my first stream down.
that defense and also
Huh, who knows?
about broken.
All right, let's do this. Let's get this first W in the books.
Let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Falcons.
Appreciate that, Kyle. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
He'll bring it out. It's Pope. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive.
Now we got to finish it.
Deciding to bring it out. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
Let's go, Henry. This is all you right here, baby.
Telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around.
Way to get the pass off, though.
End this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game.
Probably should have thrown that screen. I got PTSD from throwing a pick on like that same play in the past.
Looks as if we
But I'll go back to that at some point for sure.
We'll take a break to check him out. A third down.
As soon as I see that he backs off like that, I got to hit that screen pass.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And how about that?
We got that. We got that.
Alarming D to keep him from getting the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going.
Did you hear what he just said? Lower intestinal fortitude.
Try to get it on the ground.
Of course. He just happens to break that block, which he hasn't been doing the whole game.
This area of the field.
Get out of here with that, bruh.
Debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can
Whatever.
make a play in that type of situation.
Of course, like, on that particular play, he just happens to win easily, right?
I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Nice handoff. The dude was literally in his lap when you gave the ball to him.
Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. stepping back. It's Busha.
On that.
Out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that.
All right, let's go. We're not going to let him sit back there and dice us. We're going to blitz him. Actually, yeah. No, we're going to back up and play a good zone. We'll rush 4. That should be enough.
Can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Fine. Would have loved to pick, but we'll take the swat. I don't think he's making this field goal anyway.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football.
No shot he's making this. This is a 57-yarder. Are you kidding me? What? Bro, oh my gosh. He actually made that. That doesn't do anything, though. It's still a 3-possession game. So, all right, let's have a better drive here. Milk that clock.
Working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year,
Should have taken that inside. All right, let's go to work.
touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Ah, get that juke.
Hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
This guy gets hurt every freaking game, I swear.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Got him.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
All right, let's get a 1st down here.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to pass. It's Dampier.
No, I thought he was going to sit.
And how about that play? Even with the short return.
Ah, we're selling right now.
Got it at the 17.
We're selling so hard.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and
I thought that guy was going to pass him off, and there's be a couple seconds there to fit that pass in there.
position, they are going to be
This is why we don't pass the ball.
coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Man.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw.
Get there.
To the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside, like
And will cruise into the end zone.
All right, we gotta really settle down here and take control of this game again, because it can get out of hand very quickly. It's kind of gotten out of hand already. It's a 10-0 run in 3 minutes. We got to go back to that ground game for sure.
Now, but it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party
We
started.
put together a good drive here, we're fine.
Away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
There we go.
Just talking to
Good
the
take, good take.
quarterback and making sure
Need
he's
more of that,
earned the
and we're
faith,
good.
calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him.
I'm not checking to the pass. We're getting this yard.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
Oh my God, dude, this D tackle is killing us.
There's just nowhere to
Might have to start friggin' passing the ball.
way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Right here.
Convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier.
Dog.
It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Oh my God.
Another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm.
When we got a 2nd and 1, we got to get the freaking first down.
No, David, it looks like
Simple
he's
as that.
pushing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He just checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Goes to the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. Touchdown Air Force.
That's exactly where the blitz came from. Why is...
They're not. They're back, baby.
Oh my God, bro.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this
What a
offense.
terrible third quarter.
Down close to the end zone. That's his fifth
Like, this is exactly what I knew could happen,
factor for these guys up.
and I still couldn't avoid it.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
All right, let's go. Let's go. We still got a chance to freaking put this game away. Let's do it.
One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last one.
Man,
You're dang right. Clear the message.
freaking D tackle is just so annoying.
Do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to throw. It's Dampier.
Dog.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be kidding me. Man. As far as third quarters go, that one sucked. Like, that was absolutely embarrassing.
The field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Golly, man. That was as bad as the third quarter could have gone. Absolute trash.
We've got this third down play to open the quarter. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end.
All right, we'll punt.
Not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Running this clock down a little bit since we can. I thought I hit chew clock. I don't know why it didn't chew the clock here for us, but...
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Great tackle. That's a hell of a tackle.
Returner on the ground.
All right, let's go. We still got a chance here. You know, we get stops. We're good.
Air Force has
Let's get it done.
Falcon offense return.
Played great defense in the first half. We just need a couple stops. We can win the game that way.
Great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now.
That's a great tackle. Way to come help me out.
Complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you.
What's the
scoring
flag?
back in your favor.
Hold?
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Yes. We'll take that.
Just an
Big penalty.
obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. He'll ride his man on the option.
All right, that's fine.
But not before
Just where we need him to be, man. Third down.
They need to move the sticks.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to win the football.
Huge stop. If we're not going to win the game with the offense, we got to win it with the defense. That was a winning sequence right there. Let's go now. Got the momentum back. Let's do something with it. I didn't hit fair catch. I don't know why I did that.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had.
This is the drive right here.
They got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now
There we go.
together next time.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're gonna take
That D tackle has been their MVP right there.
before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beat me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Gets
Hold on to the ball.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. This is a big 3rd down.
Huge play. If we get this first down, man, we are good.
Salt this game away. They'll keep it on the ground.
Bye-bye. First down and then some. Hold on to the football. Yeah! Let's go! That might do it right there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Way to block, man. We have not been good in the second half, but they did the job right there.
In the second half, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses.
All right, they got 1 timeout left.
The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. And the
I had a feeling he was coming in on a blitz or something.
at all on that play.
All right, 2 plays.
Boils down to this one play on
I don't feel confident in making a field goal from here, so we got 2 plays to get a first down the way I see it.
enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Third and long coming from the 27.
I'm going to call timeout.
Can make a field
Let's
goal
make sure we get a good play here.
negative play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a
Let's go,
third
baby.
long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Gets it
Beat
out
him.
quickly.
Beat him.
Headed to the end zone.
Woo! Turn me up. Ball game.
Conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Oh, that was awesome. Yes. Perfectly drawn up, man. Here's the funny part. We're about to win this game, and I think we threw like a grand total of like 2 forward passes. They both may have been intercepted. Everything else, man, was screens and swings and all that kind of stuff. But that's just what we got to do for now. That was awesome. Yeah.
They're trailing by 17 to South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to...
Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. This is where the rebuild starts. The first 5 games, man, we just had to lay the foundation, right?
He's looking for a man on second down.
Oh, what?
Pressure lets it fly.
I thought he was taking off.
By himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. Get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To throw, it's Busha. Shoots.
Ah, come on, we got to be on that.
Got it. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Great defense.
Hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
We're just going to want to see this guy make faster decisions as this game goes on. He had all day to throw that, guys. I mean, he could have worked through 7 or 8 different progressions on that play and still never decided to get rid of it until it was too late and finally got hit.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his
What's the flag for?
laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Offense? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take it. It's a loss of downs, so may as well. All right, we're going to send a blitz here. I don't want him to sit back there and carve us up or anything.
Penalty will be accepted.
Want to make that ball come out quickly.
With now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Looking to throw and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right.
Pickett. Great defense, baby. Great defense.
Ball incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink.
Are they kicking the field goal? I guess they are.
Goal in the back pocket.
And then onside kick, I guess.
Comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
All right, so they got that.
Right, good.
But they still got to get the onside kick conversion here. So I don't.
They don't have any timeouts left, so you're expecting
We're looking.
to come out
We're good.
and an
Let's just get this ball and we're done.
Let's see what happens. This is going right down to the wire.
The clock is just
This is a first for me right here.
to play if they don't recover the onside kick. This one is all but over.
Just grab it.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick and they get the offense.
You got to be flipping kidding me right now, dude.
The Air Force
How? You got to be. Oh my God.
work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack.
You got to be kidding me.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because
Yes, that's it.
Will get there. The sack down.
I was gonna say he did not get that ball off.
That could be a costly play. To the line.
God, what is happening right now? Jeez, man.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
How are we getting pressure with a 3-man? That's insane. We haven't gotten that the whole freaking season. Man, they're really just making me sweat this one out.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they
Woohoo!
keep that drive.
All right, they made it a little more stressful than I would have liked, but We good, man. Oh, what a hard-earned victory. Let's go.
Break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Looking for space. It's Sanders. A strong tackle and wrap up.
Let's go, baby. Take those seconds down. 3, 2, 1. W. Winless no more. First career win at New Mexico. And here come the Lobos, baby. The rebuild has officially started. Yes, sir.
Staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man, can't believe we did it. We finally did it. Didn't play well in the second half. We still got destroyed in the second half, 20-7, but we had a good first half, and that's what matters. All about the run game today. Again, passing, not a whole lot to write home about. 2 passing touchdowns, though, I think. Screen and then a swing pass. So the 2 picks almost really hurt us in the third quarter there. They had 2 touchdowns, I think, off of those picks or however many points it was. But, hey, that's a win, man. So I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. Sanders had the touchdown today, 14 for 99. Jacobs ran for 40. Henry had 38. Loving how the run game's going right now. Our guy, Luke Wysong, the game-winning touchdown in this one. Henry also had a touchdown receiving-wise on a screen pass there. Defensively, we played well. Had some sacks there at the end. Benton and Drake getting after the quarterback. Had a pick 6 for Bryson Taylor here. That was a heck of a play. And then we had the user forced fumble with Taylor, also recovered by let's sound this out. Santorinios, though he couldn't take it back all the way for the touchdown, but it was a good play no less. So that's a big win for the boys. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to grab a thumbnail real quick. right. Let's go. Hey, we got a new level too. Sweet. We just got 10 more XP points. So we'll use those next episode. And we should also be getting our first commit next episode. So things are really looking up, man. First career win at New Mexico. We're now 1-5. Much needed too, because we had a really bad start to the season there. And now we get going, I think. Now is the time that we start to roll, baby. So love that. Got the dub over Air Force here. And we'll continue on in conference play in the next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like it, subscribe. I'll get the cut-up versions coming still if you missed the live streams. We're going to keep streaming. We're going to keep going, though. Still bowl eligible. So who knows? You know, we win 5 of the last 6 here. We could go to a bowl game here in year 1. So that would be delightful. Let's see if we can do that. We'll talk to y'all soon, though. Go Lobos, baby. We're on the board.